Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers. Today I'm doing a face-to-face, my very first face-to-face, and the reason I'm doing it is the Crafty Maven Getaway channel has put out a design team call. So I thought I would do my part of it, or the part about the questions, face-to-face. So the first question was around tell a little bit about yourself. So as I said, my name's Cynthia. I live in Tasmania, which is a state of Australia. It's an island off the bottom end of Australia. In size wise, we have about 500,000 people in our state, so it's not a very big state as in population wise. From the top to the bottom, it's probably around about, I don't know, maybe 400 kilometres from one end to another, probably around about the same, not quite, maybe 300 from the east side to the west side. So we're not a very big state. I have a husband and one child, an 8-year-old boy. I have I do have two grandchildren, two granddaughters. But I also have two stepchildren. So of one of those, they have the two children, which is my granddaughters, which creates beautiful pages, like girly pages. Being a household of boys here, it's nice to create some girl pages. So as I said, I have a husband, a 8-year-old boy. We also have a boy dog. He's a Rhodesian Ridgeback. We have a rooster, 6 chooks, 2 geese, and at times we have 2 cows as well, but we don't have those at the moment. I also, other than scrapbooking, I do a little bit of art journaling, so I've only recently started that. Well, when I say recently, I started about 12 months ago. So I'm still pretty new at that, still practicing and learning. I have got a few art journal pages up on my YouTube channel. I also enjoy photography. I used to, up until about 3-4 years ago, I would say, I was really heavy into photography. I have a very good camera, some very good lenses. Would go out and spend weekends away in nature, taking photos of landscapes and wildlife. Haven't done so much of that of recent times, but I'm sure I'll get back into it further down the track at some point. What else do I like to do? We own, as you've probably seen, if you follow me at all, we own a 34-foot boat and we go out on it quite often. So my husband works shift work and has every second weekend off, so we try to get out on the boat every second weekend. We sleep on the boat and we really enjoy going ashore and exploring what's all the rock pools on shore, or swimming, doing a bit of snorkeling, a little bit of walking around in the bushes, just seeing what's out there, what nature has to offer. Lighting fires, having marshmallows by the campfire, all those type of stuff that creates fantastic memories for everyone as he's growing up. I started scrapbooking in around about 2000, in the year 2000. Back then my mother and I attended some sort of, I don't know, was it creating memories party that, that people used to host, and that's how we started getting into scrapbooking. Started off very simple pages, lots of photos to a story, no embellishments on the page, no actual journaling on the page. It was just photos cut into random shapes, backed with a bit of plain paper, and that was it really in a title. Whereas now I love to embellish. My pages are generally a range of 1, 2, 3, 4 photos on a page. I don't do a lot of layering, but I do like to put embellishments on the page. So I dare say that would probably be my favourite technique. I don't really have a other technique that I do particularly. I like to try lots of different things. I do a little bit of mixed media on my pages. I do some sewing on my pages. I do a little bit of thread work. I do project life, as I said. I do art journaling. So I'm happy to try anything. A bit of stamping, but I don't particularly do one thing on all my pages. But I do like to cluster my embellishments, so that will probably be my favourite technique. With Project Life, I do that in 2 ways. I never done that weekly because I knew that was something that I would just never be able to maintain. So I do it monthly, and also if I have been to a special event or we've been out and celebrated something, I will generally do a page or maybe a couple of 12 by 12 pages layouts, and then I'll do a Project Life spread. Up to the beginning of this year, 2017, I was using the Becky Higgins core kits project cards, but I've now decided that I will use just pattern paper and just cut them up and use the square corners. I like the Project Life cards, but you do get so many of them in a pack, and I just don't use that many of them. And I don't have a lot of space. So I've decided, what can I do to create something more efficient that works for me? Previously, when I say I don't have much space, this is it. This is what I've got just here. I used to have a whole room to myself, so our spare bedroom, we turn it into a craft room for me. We put some shelves up, put a nice desk in there. I had the whole room to myself, but I just never used it, never went in there. I felt like I was too far from the family. So around about 12-18 months ago, I moved out into our living area and have set up out here, and since then every day I get up and I scrap. I generally get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I spend, the first half hour, 45 minutes with a cup of coffee on the couch, just watching some YouTube channels, videos, catching up. And then I spend the next hour and a half at my table here scrapbooking until I get the rest of the family up around about 7 o'clock. So 2 hours all to myself, and I love it. But because I've moved out here, it meant that I needed to downsize. I have 2 Alex drawers, one on each side of my desk, and then I have these here, which are just shoe boxes that were brought from IKEA, lovely IKEA. They hold my 12 by 12 pattern papers. That one holds my cardstock, and I have another one over here that holds loose papers, my 12 by 12 sheets of chipboard, and that's it. So everything else goes in my drawers. Ephemera I store by colour. If I can get one out. So I store my ephemera like this, so in these little containers, each to a colour. Each container has a different colour, and if I'm scrapping from my stash, I generally scrap by a colour. So I pull out these, take out all the ones I think that I might use, and then go from there. I have a drawer in my Alex drawers set aside for just stickers. I don't have too many, maybe, 20 packs. I don't think that's too many. I've certainly seen many more. I have one drawer just for paints, another drawer for inks and stamps and dies. I have my Big Shot sitting on my desk right here. One drawer is just pens, scissors, glues, you know, the boring type of stuff. Another drawer is for embellishment packs, so stickers, yeah, I guess mainly stickery type of stuff, stickers, anything that doesn't go into the embellishment containers that I have. And I think that's really about it. I also have my cutter on the table beside me, my trimmer, Fiskars trimmer. And so that's it. Nice and simple. Try not to buy too much. I quite often go into shops and I look at the product and I think, oh, that's nice. Don't need it, don't have room for it, so I don't buy it. Beginning of this year, I joined a kit club for the first time. And am enjoying that. It means I get some new product. I only get the main kit, so half a dozen papers, you know, a pack of thickers or something like that, an embellishment pack, and that does me for the month. At the moment, I post onto my YouTube channel. I try to do twice a week, once in the middle of the week, maybe around a Wednesday, and then another video up on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm happy to post any day of the week, whatever suits. When it comes to the themes of the channel, so the Monday is, you know, scrap your stash, and I'm happy to do that. I just spoke that I scrap my stash and I enjoy doing those type of videos. I do project live, so I'm happy to post on Tuesdays, do pocket pages. Free flow Wednesday, perfectly fine, go with whatever happens to be going. Sketch it out Thursdays, I'm happy to do those. I quite often get on Pinterest and find a sketch or a scrap lift somebody, quite often scrap lift myself as well. Enjoy that process. Sometimes it takes the need of having to come up with a design. You can just go find one that's going to suit the couple of photos that you want to scrap and go that way, so I'm happy to do that. And Art Party Friday, I do art journaling, as I spoke about. I'm still learning the process, but happy to give it a go. I'm happy to give anything a go. Also very happy to scrap lift. Not only myself, I quite often go and get my own pages and scrap lift my own pages, but I also find people that inspire me and, you know, have a look at their pages and scrap lift those. Or I may be just watching a YouTube channel and something or someone inspires me and I go and, you know, try to recreate or use that as inspiration to create a page. When it comes to who inspires me, there's too many people to name. I have a list of people on my channel this long that I watch. I guess Kat Martin, I love the way she works with busy papers and can seem to layer them all together and make it really work, and then has that pop of black that really makes it stand out and pop off the page. So I love her videos. I've tried sometimes to emulate what she does. Inky Quill, I love her, or Adele from Inky Quill. The colours that she uses and the way she can put things together is absolutely beautiful. Love listening to her stories and what she's having to say. So she's always inspires me. Tori Bizzle, she seems like such a gorgeous young lady. Love watching her videos, her Scrap Your Stash series. I quite often watch what she does, and then I go away and try to use the same principles as what she's used onto one of my layouts. When it comes to art journaling, I love Ali Brown. She's gorgeous. Watch her videos, and I'm generally go and hop into my art journal and try to do something along with Silas, I think is how you say her name, Silas Art. She has a YouTube channel. Really like her style as well. So it's very, a lot of the art journaling can be very abstract with no fixed focus. I really do like having a fixed focal point on my page. So Silas certainly does that, and I enjoy that. But really there is too many. I mean, there's, where do you start? There's Kelly Barron, I love her, she's beautiful. There's Sarah Swan, I love her style. Nicole Jones, there's Missy Whidden. I don't know, there's too many to think and to name, and I'll miss someone out that, you know, I probably should mention. So there's lots and lots of people that inspire me. And in fact, I think I inspire myself too. I often make a layout and I sit down and think, oh God, that's a damn good layout. And I go and recreate it again. You know, somewhere down the track, I'll go and pull out a layout that, you know, I've done already and do the same type of thing. So I think I actually inspire myself as well. I hope I inspire some other people as well. So YouTube's only reasonably new to me. I only started in January 2017, so I've only been going a couple of months. When it comes to what drink I like and what collection I think represents that drink and how it portrays that drink, I find that question a little bit hard to answer. Drinking wise, I drink coffee when I'm scrapbooking. I drink peppermint tea throughout the day. At night I drink either white wine, or at the moment I'm enjoying a alcoholic apple cider. I'm really liking that. But collections, I don't know. I'm not one for following collections. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you a collection, to be honest. Other than the ones that have been coming in the kits that we received. So the kit from this month has some Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams papers and the ephemera pack. Other than what actually comes in the kit, I wouldn't know what's in a collection. So really finding a collection to match a drink was something that I wouldn't particularly know. Probably because of course I live in Tasmania, postage to get any collection over here would just be a killer. So probably wise not to get on and find what you really can't have, because, you know, then I'd really want to buy it and I know I can't get it, so I just don't go there. It doesn't come in the kits and I can't buy it from a local shop. I really don't get it. And that's it. That's me in the nutshell. I hope I've answered the questions well, and hopefully, fingers crossed for me, that you like what I created. So you've got a video coming up soon, and with this one, hopefully the sound's quite good. So this is the second time I'm filming this one, as the first time around the sound wasn't very good because I'm just recording on my iPhone. So this time I'm sort of yelling a little bit louder than I normally would, hoping that the sound is a little bit easier to hear. Okay, bye. So these are the 4 pages that I said. In fact, I think I've only got 3, so I've done well. I've managed to get it down to 3 that I've done in recent times. So I found it really hard to come up with 4, so I just tried to go with 2. So I just tried to go with the ones that I've at least done this year and try to pull out a little bit of different ones. So I love this one. I love all the bright colours on the page, and it represents, you know, that I use a number of different photos on the page. Loving gold and glitter and all the pretty stuff. So there is a YouTube video for this one. It was probably going close to one of the first that I may have done. So there's one for that. This one here is a little bit more simpler for me. So white space. I love white space, and I look at people that have a lot of white background and I think it's really pretty. But then when I actually start to work, it's not often I use a white background, apart from my next one as well. So that's just something simple. Use a little bit of twine here. I like this one just for the design. Once again, the pretty colours and just the design. And then there's this one here. The photo's not the greatest. It's a very old photo of my mother, but I quite like this one. These here I cut out from a paper and coloured them in using ink pencils. Splatters in the background, lots of sequins, ribbon, ruffled edges. So once again, it's a little bit different to the clean look of this one and the bright, busy look of this one. So there's a bit of variety there as well. So that's my 3 pages that I could get it down to. I could have gone on and showed you a lot more, but I left it at that. That's it then. Okay, then I will finish up here and say bye, and I'll wish myself luck. Fingers crossed.